December 23rd, 1999. There is not a single radio song I didn't hear on my 9 hours long trip back to my parents' house. Luckily, 2 more hours on the highway and I will be at the table with my parents, and immediately after that I am going straight to my bed. Since I moved out of my parents' house and went to live in another city, I have everything I want. Almost everything. Except for friends, family, maybe a woman, but with my working schedule, that person wouldn't see me a lot. That's the reason why I'm so happy to go home for Christmas vacation to my hometown, although I would be able to afford to go anywhere I want. With every single minute, it's snowing faster and faster. I can barely see anything through my windshield. I couldn't concentrate on the road anymore and I had to stop at the next gas station, just so I can stretch myself. As I got back into my car and was trying to go back to the highway, I noticed someone hitchhiking. I couldn't say if that was a man or a woman, but it's Christmas time and I will do a good deed. "Oh, thanks for stopping by," young girl said. No one wanted to stop. "It's a Christmas miracle." I tried to be funny. She also said she is going to visit her family for Christmas, just like me, and luckily her place is around 30 minutes before my parents' house. She also complained about how her parents are very sad because she left them and they can't accept she is not with them anymore. "My parents are just the same and we will always be their little kids," I explained, but she didn't say a word about it. When we arrived, I wished her Merry Christmas and she stormed out. I guess she was not in the best mood since that standing on the cold, snowy night didn't help her either. When I arrived home, my parents welcomed me and we had a nice dinner. Afterwards, I excused myself and went straight to bed. Next morning, my mother woke me up because we were out of milk. Great, I thought to myself. On a Christmas Eve, I have to go to the store because of one carton of milk she couldn't buy it on her own. As we are not together all the time, I smiled and said I will go in 5 minutes. When I got in my car, I saw a wallet that wasn't mine on the passenger seat. This must belong to the girl from yesterday. I didn't even ask her for her name. Great, one more thing to do instead of laying in front of my parents' fireplace. When I arrived at the place where I dropped the girl yesterday, I was thinking how should I approach to avoid my social anxiety and not to embarrass myself once again like I did in the past. Breathe in, breathe out a couple of times and off we go, just like my therapist said. When I knocked on the door, old woman opened the door and before I managed to finish my sentence why I am here, she looked at the wallet I was holding, started crying and slammed the door. What a way to greet someone on Christmas Eve, I thought. I knocked one more time on the door and when I wanted to leave, an old skinny tall guy opened the door. He invited me in, but I didn't want to go really, but he insisted. I said okay, I could lose another half an hour of my time, what the heck. "I just wanted to return your daughter's wallet she left in my car because she was hitchhiking," old man interrupted me. "Yeah, I can see she already told you about it." "No, she didn't. She never came back." "But I left her here," I said. "I know you did," old man replied. Then he pointed his finger to the couch where I could see a necklace, hat, bag, and the other stuff strangers wanted to return and had the same story like I did. "These freaking pills. I'm John, by the way. Sorry. Today is 10-year anniversaries since she left us. Every single year, all kinds of different strangers are stopping by and giving us her things. My wife my wife can't stand it anymore and she's thinking about selling the house. On the other hand, in some sick way for me, it's a way I still get in touch with her and I want to stay here," John explained. Her father also told me what is behind the whole story and how she got in an argument with her boyfriend and suddenly decided to hitchhike, which he and his wife specifically told her not to. If I needed to wake up at 3 a.m. to pick her up, I would. John said. He continued. Her boyfriend was never the same after that night. He was blaming himself for what happened and ended up in a madhouse. I pay him a visit here and there, but I don't blame him. I blame her for what happened. She shouldn't even think about hitchhiking, John sadly explained. John also mentioned that the police later caught some old truck driver with a lot of women clothes and accessories, and this is how we know she ended up in his truck. 6 teenage girls went missing and not a single body was found. That guy got a life sentence. Till this day we never found her body and unfortunately we never will. She is trying to come home every single Christmas, but as you can see, she never made it. The only thing she does is giving us some of the things she had on herself that night when she disappeared, John explained. On the exit, I shook my hand with John and I entered my car. Since that event, every single time when I'm traveling home for Christmas, I stop at the gas station and I lift a young girl so her parents get a reminder from their daughter that she is still thinking about them. Did I go crazy or would you do the same? Let me know in the comments.